I know there may be others here to watch what happens here, but I am here to clear up the ridiculous misinformation that someone made on me, as though I'm some kind of predator or something just because I'm in love with an autistic woman, that I feel protective of her, that somehow I'm some kind of autistic groomer. Oh, they're probably going away in embarrassment. Yeah, because I'm not exactly anonymous anymore. It's not a big deal. It's just my name. It's just what an account that I created many years ago happens to be named Anonymous Guy. I don't really use that name that much anymore, but I didn't want to change the name of the account. I have quite a few subscribers, and so I've just kind of left it as is. And it still says Anonymous Guy. I'm JJ. I'm in Erie, Pennsylvania. It's not a big deal. Half my frickin' videos give the location. It's really not a big deal. Anonymous Guy. It's just a name. Get over it. And also, get over being the thought police that just because I believe in telepathy, that I should be put in an insane asylum. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's absurd. What if they find out telepathy is actually true because they've proven it by the scientific method and many times over? If someone still chooses not to believe in telepathy, should they be put in an asylum? Like, do you realize how ridiculous this is? Like, you are going on, basically, you go on some tangent about one detail about me and make up this whole story that basically that I go around looking for autistic girls that I can snatch up or something. Like, my gosh, this is just, it's absurd. It's ridiculous. And so no one's commenting down there. So yeah, you know, if you were here to think that, because some Doxbin people may be predators, may be bad. I'm just me. I'm just JJ, and I'm telling you that privacy can't really be a big deal to me anymore anyway. So nobody's saying anything, and people are leaving just because I'm dispelling the myths, the ridiculous myths that have been going around and circulating. You think you're giving me some kind of punishment, some kind of bringing some kind of justice. I mean, that's ridiculous. I am just a man who happens to have a twin flame soulmate. Okay? Like, what is the big deal? I have I have to make these videos, like I said, because we only have YouTube. All the rest of it is water under the bridge, and I don't really care about anything else. I mean, come on. Yeah. I'm so in love with her. I shouted my messages to her from a mountain because it was the only way that I could do it, because I'm so in love with her that I do not want her to ever feel abandoned or disconnected from me. And so we found a way, you know. And people are going to really look at this video. I'll tell you why. I kind of named it what I did on purpose. Drawing out the Doxbin demon. People probably think that's me in some video they made about me, like, and all the horrible things that I've done or something. No, it's just me being me. I'm JJ from Erie. It's not a big deal. Hey, everybody. You know? I'm not going to mention that much personal details because people are thinking that I'm deserving of having my identity stolen, you know, and dumb stuff like that. Hi, how's it going? I'm this JJ from Erie. I'm a guy who happens to have a fetish and a twin flame soulmate, and I happen to believe in telepathy, and I talk a lot about weird stuff. There's a lot of people talking about weird stuff. What's the big deal about me? You know, I'm just one weird guy. Okay, it's like and I'm gonna have to call and tell my mother, who knows like pretty much everything that's going on, and tell her that the next time she talks to family members, that she's gonna have to, you know, family members are gonna have to watch out for people that have been ransoming my personal information and stuff like that, and creating a whole mess, like, for no apparent reason at all. And I'm about the most wear my heart on my sleeve person that you will ever meet. I don't really, you know. When I have people that are very open to talk about things, I am just as open to talk about things as they are. And I never really think anybody's weird, you know, like, I mean, what defines normal anyway? And, you know, the point is to, if I'm not breaking the law, why would I be involuntarily committed for something? And I mean, it's as absurd as thinking that because the cops came in my house, I mean, you sick the cops like a freaking like SWAT team operation on me. What the hell, bro? It's like, I'm just JJ from Erie. I'm just chilling, trying to talk to my soulmate. What are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Going out and catching predators on Doxbin? Really? Wow. You must definitely be living in mommy's basement, because you are a loser. You are a loser. And I'm not getting emotionally upset or anything. I've been pretty stable lately. And I've been kind of wanting to tell you off like this, like the son of a bitch that you are. Okay? Go ahead and say something. What are you going to say now? That I've given out the locations on half of my videos, like I really care about being hidden when I show my face. Anonymous guy's just a name now, people. Grow up. Grow up. It's absurd. It really is. All right. Peace out. I'm going to put my laptop on. Do a live stream just for my girlfriend. The comments are going to be off because when I just ended that other live stream, by the way, people that are watching later, I started this live stream no more than 10, 15 minutes later. Oh, no doubt. Among that swarm that reached 4 people, no doubt my accuser was there. Okay. And they chose not to say anything in the chat. After what I said, they don't have an answer for it. You people on my channel, you need to think about that. If you were coming in here from Doxbin, the information that has been out there on me is utterly absurd and ridiculous. I'm going to change my name, Anonymous Guy, very soon. You're going to see that happen because the misunderstanding that I'm trying to hide from everyone who I am is so tempting for people to harass me in front of my family members and all kinds of shit like that. I mean, order a pizza. Did you think I was going to have to pay for that pizza too, or that you thought that I was going to go to jail and that Big Tyrone would be flapping my cheeks because I smoke weed? My goodness, like, who are you? I didn't do anything, actually. I'm in love with an autistic woman who is very much in love with me too. We've been through all kinds of desperate circumstances. She's 26 years old, but her mother treats her like a child, steals her cell phones when I buy her cell phones. And me being in love with this woman, people get the idea automatically that I'm taking advantage of her just because we both happen to have a fetish that we are both like gung-ho into and needed a partner that was like that. How is that me taking advantage of this woman if I want to marry her? And I've never been in love with a woman like this. I'm divorced. I was married for 15 years. I thought sex would cure me of my fetish. That was a legitimate theory that I had going into it. Of course, I believed it, and so I went into it, that marriage. But having performance problems due to a lack of interest in normal things, I discovered myself, And oh yeah, I thought I was totally like an impotent, like, even though I had have no health problems, like, yeah. So that's what I did. That was my fault. I fell in love with an autistic woman that I want to marry and take care of for the rest of our lives. So that's what I did. That's what I did wrong. And how dare I want to take her away from her abusive mother, who bruised her, and I saw the bruises, and those bruises are no longer there as proof. But I've been through what I've been through. My anxiety is a little high, of course, after being through stuff like that. She is my princess in the tower, and I am her knight who wants to come riding in and rescue his princess. She's the most beautiful woman that I've ever seen, and I mean that. Her mind, her heart, her soul, her body, everything. Like, everything about her. It was like someone read my mind and created a woman that was, and you know what? God did the exact same thing for her when he created me. I think that's really enough good news to make me practically crazy, okay? Like, and so look at this. My accusers don't even show up. Will you look at that? So those giving out my personal information on here, which what can you really do with the town where I am when I'm not trying to hide that? Like, there's no copyright problems or any branding in there, so I'm obviously not concerned about privacy really that much. But I just think that before they put someone on a website, that perhaps they should do a little more research first and maybe talk. I'm sorry, but that is no wonder people think we're monkeys when you think like that. When you go on one strand of evidence and you want to damn a man's life for it, what the fuck? I'm sorry, that's ridiculous. Stay away from my family. They know all my secrets anyway. But all you tell is lies anyway. And people have already seen for themselves that the facts don't line up with what's on that stupid website. And just because the last 4 of my social security, I'll tell you it's correct, but you're not going to get the rest of it. And that's what you need to do anything. It's not hard to really get anybody's last 4 if you hack them. It's not really, am I concerned about it? You know, a little bit, but I'm not losing sleep over it, and that doesn't mean you have to try something more crazy than you did last time. Like, just drop it, bro. And like I said, I'm not anonymous anymore, and it has been that way for the last like 2 years. Catch up with the times, you know, of what's actually going on before you jump off the deep end. Yeah, consider deleting it. You're probably sitting there listening, thinking about what you're going to type. Stop thinking about what you're going to type now that I've made the argument that I have, and consider deleting this stupid profile that you decided vigilante style to bring justice on me by doing this. I can't even. Well, I hope that you decide not to ruin it for everyone, and that perhaps that I can use the chat, and as Sydney works her way around to what she can do on the TV, maybe she'll be able to comment to me, like, and now knowing my story, don't you feel a little bad about what you did? Or telling me that I need committed because I believe in telepathy. It's absurd. You put all your eggs in one basket based on one shred of evidence. Come on. Yeah. Now they're gone. Oh yeah, I love how the gossip too, when that was going, how there were 4 people in the room. Why are people attracted to bad news anyway? There's some good news about how much Sydney and I love each other. Positivity, like body positivity and good, positive things out there and play a role. I am the skinniest males that I eat a lot of junk food. There is so much that is genetic. And to me, I'm not attracted to skinny women. I like BBW women. And I don't really care what people think. And I, as a result, have found like complete happiness in Sydney coming into my life. And you're jealous because I have complete happiness. Well, how about you try to be honest, completely honest with yourself and with everyone around you, and see where it takes. And with everyone around you, and see where it takes you. Then maybe your dreams will come true. When you get courageous like that and put yourself out there and not care what anybody thinks, this is what I really want. You know, this is exactly what I need. Maybe you would get that blessing too. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with all others around you. Just put yourself out there. Wear your heart on your sleeve as much as other people do. And see what happens. As much as other people do. And see what happens. Maybe your dreams will come true too. But just because mine did, your dreams will come true too. But just because mine did, don't hate me for it. If that's what stirs this such hatred that you would come on, grow up. And Sydney, if you are there, I apologize, but this is needed done for a long time because, as you can see, there is not a single negative comment because there's nothing that anyone can say about the things that I'm just clearing up the truth with people right now, and they have nothing to say. My accusers, just me. It's like how the demons didn't want to tell Jesus their name. You're not showing up now because you know anything that you say. I've countered every stupid claim that you have made. And you might call the cops over. They don't really have time for it. Okay. I'm not a big lawbreaker. They're not really interested. Get over it. If you want to make yourself known now, I think that I exposed this stupid lie, so perhaps they'll leave me alone now, just knowing that I'm a man who's in love with a woman who's very much in love with me. So yeah, hit the like button if you're there, babe. Doxbin demon, because Sydney's not here now, so you want to finally chat maybe? You want to say something to me? You want to come at me with another punch or whatever? It's ridiculous. People can't be adults. How sad. How terribly sad. So, whoever you are, too, Mr. Thought Police, go figure, you being actually like in Germany. All of Europe just like follows like zombies, whatever is the latest information. It's the official information. It's always correct. They make fun of Americans for being dumb. Really? Many of you people have heard me talk at length about different things. I'm no dummy. But I feel very threatened by people who think that everyone should think the same. Because we're never going to agree. And I accept that. Can you accept that? I have made my peace with that. You know? I'm not going to agree with it. I do my best to avoid people that I don't agree with. Perhaps that's a little closed-minded, you know, really. But I believe what I believe, and I'm not easily shaken from my beliefs of what's actually happened to me. Like, so if you don't believe in telepathy, that's fine. I don't think you should be put in on house for it. Would you extend me the same courtesy? Thank you. I mean, that's what it really comes down to. If you really think about that and dig it down to its core, I should go get help, or my family should intervene before I have no choice. Again, what law am I breaking other than the smoking weed laws that nobody really cares about in my country anymore? And I never even started smoking until they started getting a lot gentler on it. I didn't smoke. I didn't, you know, maybe once in a blue moon, and I got totally messed up, you know. Now I have a crazy tolerance, and so I just kind of smoke all the time now. It does help a certain part of my mind, and is a bit of memory problems in others, but I feel that right now at this point in my life it is benefiting me. So Okay, Brittany. No, and that is going to sound really, really, really bad and suspicious and all that, Brittany. I realize that. But there are some things that you need to know that Sydney and I FaceTime like all the time. Back when she had a phone and we had full conversations and everything. It took her a while to build up the courage to talk to me. And she talked to her stuffed little JJ until she was confident enough to talk to me. I found that absolutely adorable, like the way that all that happened. And I've also interacted with her address, if you will. Like I've sent things to her before, and that has caused a reaction, and all that. Yes, I did, and I'll tell you guys what it is. If you look up anonymous guy in Doxbin, yeah, that is information that has like the last four of my social security and stuff, and it tries to make me out as though I'm some kind of predator or something, just because I happen to be in love with an autistic woman. And somehow, for some reason, they think I'm autistic. I never said I'm autistic. Like, I never said anything about. I mean, I think sometimes perhaps that maybe it is autism, but I'm diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. And so I've had some shit from my past, pretty much all from school. Well, they thought that I was some kind of predator just because I have a fetish, like a really rare fetish, with my soulmate. And just because we're both like into this fetish, it makes it look like basically that I put Sydney up to all this stuff. And no, she was just being herself for the first time in her life, and I could see it too, the magic of that. Like, because I mean, at the time that was several months ago, she was 25, but to wait even till 25 to have any suitable partner, she's waited a long time. And me, I'm 40, and I was married for 15 years, and I couldn't get it up or keep it up. And that's just because I needed a fetish woman who was completely fetishy, just like me, and that's Sydney. No, there's like nothing they can do about that, because these people create accounts and then they just disappear if you try to like look into them and stuff. Like it's really hard to, because I went and talked to the cops actually, and I told them like which account was doing it and stuff like that, and they did take the information, the evidence that I had, the names of these harassing accounts. And so that's the thing. When the cops know all of the truth, come in when I'm smoking weed and live streaming to my girlfriend, like I was caught as red-handed as I get. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the police still had no business with me. I had to be taken to the hospital so that I could be written off by a doctor as not a dangerous person. In fact, an empath and completely harmless, who gets worked up and emotional. And people think the worst things because I cry and stuff like that, or raise my voice, I am someone who takes bugs outside and releases them. Like, I am someone who wants to trap this mouse that I'm having problems with and go release him into a field. I am someone who has a serious problem with inflicting injury on anything. And you're gonna call me a predator, this guy. It's ridiculous. And And by the way, all those behaviors of mine, you can watch the previous live streams and you can find me like being extremely like empathetic towards everyone and everything around me. Oh no, and they won't either. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, don't be expecting that, someday that I'm going to be brought justice. This is as much justice as I'm going to get, is exposing them on here and challenging them to debate me. Because all I'm going to do is tell the truth and show it. Because I've been recorded as saying, things that were borderline racist. I was imitating Indian scammers, that's the worst that I did, And then it says that I was saying that I have all these black friends, so I'm not racist, But yeah, I am a little racist. I think every single person in the world is. I don't think any person in the world is truly fair, towards other people, unbiasedly in any way. And you know what? Partially, it's their own fear. If you see something that is not something that you normally see, in your neighborhood going on, you're going to be a little, I don't want them to hurt me or my children, That's not really a sin. People act like racism is the worst sin, the vilest sin. And really, it's just people acting out of fear, when you really boil it down. I've thought about these things deep on a lot of weed and realized that the vast majority of possibly the entire problems of the world all rest on one thing, that is miscommunication. If we would properly and just tell the truth, all the time, and if we would look with care and concern, on our neighbor, none of us would be lacking. The only thing that we would face that is bad is the pain of death. And that's the way it should be. And that's as good as it's going to get in this life. And I am a Christian, and I believe in a much better life where we don't have to worry about the pain of death or anyone offending us. Or why? Because there is full, complete communication, and that solves all the problems. But it is the blood of Christ that makes us, gives us a white clothing to put on that makes us perfect and makes us citizens of that life to come. And everything else, there is nothing else. There is not becoming some lost spirit wandering around. There is heaven and hell. There is concrete. We live on a flat plane that's covered by a dome. He created a terrarium here where we live. And there is tremendous evidence to show that indeed there is no curvature by observing, things over water. I talk about all kinds of stuff like that, and I have my reasons for believing it. And the main one is that is as it appears to be in the Bible. And, now I'm finding out the world around me looks even more, like the Genesis account of creation, and that there is no other place that feels intimate with my Creator. It makes me know, not just feel, but it's not so far away, because there's nothing so far away. There are limits to this world and if that's not sobering, if that's not non-magicalizing the world, then I don't don't know what is, because nothing exploding into everything, that is a, and I'm not going to say fairy tale because it looks like sci-fi to me, nothing exploding into everything, and I talk about these things on my stream, too, and how I think atheism is illogical and quite a way of simplifying things into, because they can't answer the question what exploded, like where that came from, all that, it really is, it's nonsensical. Now, I believe in a creator God who died for my sins on a cross on Calvary, and I also believe in telepathy. I do not believe it like other people do in general. I am not into witchcraft. I am not a pagan. Because I have a soulmate. VR, Stevie. Yeah, no, I'm not doing stuff like that. Like, what gets put on here is what gets put on here, because I'm trying to get it to my girlfriend, and of course, you are welcome to watch whatever goes up on here. I do make private videos for Sydney, but a large part of the reason for that is it gives out my address and personal information and stuff like that, and I obviously can't. But no, and I am completely straight also. I am a very, very sensitive person who would seem like, they're at least like bisexual or something, but no, I'm totally straight. I am like a mama's boy, kind of like, I grew up real slow. I had a real easy life that my mother tried to give me growing up, and that makes me want to, because I know I'm supposed to give that life to Sydney, and I have such joy in bringing it to her. Like, I know what I'm supposed to do. Oh, okay, you're not that, yeah, but no, man or woman, I would not meet someone, like, if you would have caught me before Sydney came along, I would have been so, like, so excited, and everything, but I met the one I'm supposed to be with, so, but nice to meet you, Brittany. She left when, I hope she finds a good guy. Like, I'm not gonna knock on her for leaving, because I'll tell you right now, I wanted to find a relationship with a woman. Like that is what I wanted so badly. Like, yeah, they do not like me because they caught Sydney making pooping and farting videos with me, and they assumed that basically this is like the latest trend on the internet, get people to like film people pooping, and that I got her into it, that I took advantage of a vulnerable woman. There's just seems like there's no way to get out of that, like, and to say, please, would you listen to what I'm saying, that Sydney has been like this for a long time in her life, and she's extremely embarrassed and terrified for anyone to find out, like, that she loves that and has to have that to get excited sexually, like I do. And I didn't choose to be that way. Like, this is why I have compassion on, like, gay people. There's so many Christians who want to condemn them, who have maybe similar sins in their life that they continuously have and preach from a pulpit still. But But yeah, what else can we talk about though? Like, I hope these topics interest you, because basically I've been asking for help, like for people to help financially to get this abused woman who is in love with me, to get her out of there, you know, and over to America, where she's always dreamed that she's always wanted to be. I am driving a 2005 Subaru Forester. I love it. This car is so me. I actually have all my boating gear in the back, which I'm in a whitewater rafting, and I solo raft. Now, I will admit, I am a little weird. Like, I boat on my own a lot. Like, I want to be by myself. Sometimes alone with God on a river, and just me, God, in the river, you know. But anyway, yeah. Like, I have trouble fitting in with other people. Oh, thank you. Yeah, like, I have trouble fitting in with other people. Like, if a lot of people are talking about the same boring, like, tabloid stuff, like, I know that's not my table. Like, I am not going to have a very good time at that table. Like, those people are going to think that I'm weird, like, the things I want to talk about, you know, it's tough, like. But yeah, if you got some, like, hippie looking people, you know, like, you know, and especially if one is actually a Christian, you know, like, oh yeah, I want to talk to him, you know, usually, you know, like, because that's what I am. I realize, actually, in reading the Bible and stuff, that a lot of churches are kind of really mass herding people into all kinds of focusing subjects that you know, like I said, like the gay issue. And I do believe there are gay people who are saved, you know, like, can any one of you say, I have cast out every sin in my life and I no longer have sin? You know, like, if you are that person, you may be a person who can say, you know, to a gay person, you're going to hell. I have all my sins, like, removed in my life, and I now move forward, you know, with the knowledge of my sins now, you know, and never do evil or choose evil anymore. There's not a single person, there's not a single Christian that can say that. So in the same way, you can't really say about the sin of someone being gay is any different. Yeah, I hope that made sense. And if you ask me to say all gay people are going to hell, that's a call. You know. Well, they would have to force you to believe in that too, you know. But if someone does have that belief, though, I'm kind of concerned over their soul, you know, because God makes a very big deal about you not judging others more harshly than you want to be judged, and I'm very careful about those things, you know, and who I am, you know, trying to say, you know, that God will bring condemnation on. Yeah, I actually do that a little bit, stream while voting. There is actually a video, like a while back, and I kind of pulled over to, like, you know, eat some lunch, smoke some weed, and I was surfing and doing like 360s, you know, donuts in my raft. You know, and I had the camera set up. that was pretty neat. But when you're down in a river valley, you usually don't have very good service. But Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, and I love going to like hippie paddling festivals, you know, like I talk to a lot of people there. Like, yeah, in the whitewater community, like, yeah, a lot of people know who I am and stuff. Like, and I think they definitely all think that I'm a little weird and stuff. Like, but so are a lot of them. A lot of them, believe me. Yeah, and I got like, yeah, like hippie clothes, you know, like hippie wear kind of stuff. I don't like tattoos. Like, I think people with tattoos like loud bikes and rowdy music, you know, I kind of think of like, and I'm someone who kind of detests those things. I'm not saying like that. I think they're bad people and stuff, you know, if they like, you know, heavy metal and death metal and all that stuff. But like, I'm a really gentle person who, and it's in the style that I raft. I mean, I go over 18-foot waterfalls and stuff like that, but my style is like real chill and mellow and like, you know, try to really grace the water, the class 5s and stuff, you know, and you know, and just have this graceful stirring rhythm, you know, as I maneuver my raft. Yeah, and I like to try to think of calming music as I do it too, and do it like a dance, you know, to something gentle, and it keeps me calm. Yeah, I'm just kind of saying that's how I am. I was raised the youngest, the baby of the family. I was the baby of the family in many, many, many ways, and carried that title for a very long time. You know, like, so my mother was 39 years old when she had me. Okay, and she, I think, had some trouble with like getting older, you know, and feeling older, and being the last of the family, she took me to the toilet until a late age, and it made me feel comfort. It made me feel safe, like I cherished that time in some way. And then what happened as I developed sexually and became attracted to the girls around me in class, you know, when one of them would fart, you know, I would smell that, you know, like, and like that, and it was associated with something beautiful, you know, that made me feel good inside, you know, like, or a sense of reward, and there's like joy in that. Well, it stuck in me, you know, like when I developed sexually, kind of that real cherishing of like toilet time got carried over, you know, where I became extremely interested in bonding with one woman like that our toilet time that we shared together, and like, you know, are interested in each other's bodily functions. Now, there are a number of scientific, you know, scientifically interesting things about that. Did you know that they are learning a lot more about the gut? Like, in the last couple decades, there has been major progress in understanding the gut. And what they have learned is that the gut is actually the center, the core, the hard drive of the emotions. So if Sydney and I are bonding on a gut level, there's something going on with our emotional cores, and it is like something that you would never believe the potency of such chemistry. It's out of this world. I'll say that, because we did FaceTime. Like, I am so completely in love. I am so complete by this woman. And it was because I was honest on the internet and I put myself out there. She found me, and she is like, you are exactly what I am looking for. You know, and we're like mirrors of each other. You know, it's like someone cloned my brain and stuck it in the most beautiful woman and gave her life and existence, you know, of her own, and completely in love with each other. That's what it feels like. I mean, I can't even explain. And it literally, I'm like, how am I going to live with this kind of love that is this powerful? You know, how do I function? Remember to eat, to sleep, to drink, to breathe. It's just unbelievable. This drive seems like it's taking a long time. I'm just going by the prison here over the New York state line. Chautauqua County, there's like a huge prison here. And I'm saying my location and stuff, you know, and showing really that I don't care, you know, anymore. You know, I live in Erie, Pennsylvania. And I'm not going to say where I work because, anybody that, you know, says anything that is, you know, gets in trouble with work. So, yeah, I can't do that, you know. Sydney knows, and you know, sees it in my private videos. Like I said, I can't air them because I just talk to her like normal and don't hide anything. Oh, no. Just me. I'm not saying that would make someone soulmates. No. I'm saying, though, that we bond on a gut level, though, I believe, personally. That's my personal belief. If you don't believe that, like, bro, I'm not having any problem with that, you know, you not believe. But that's what I believe. And there are people on my channel who talk about fringe issues, you know, and are interested and believe in fringe issues. And that's something I choose to talk about. That's a topic of my channel. Perhaps I should add that, you know, kind of religion and spirituality, you know, like, but that's what I listened. I'll tell you what, where that idea came from. That came from a psychiatrist who wrote a book, and I got a free like trial membership to like audiobooks. So as I drive a lot, when I was driving, I was listening to it, and they were talking about that telepathy that was brought on by the sharing of fecal matter between that they somehow linked on a gut level, like that they were doing that with rats, you know, like that's where that comes from. But I mean, rats have emotions and stuff like that, but I believe people were set apart, you know, completely. God made us of the same material, you know, and stuff, that we have a soul. You know, there's a huge difference between a rat and a human being. But I sometimes wonder if our interest in each other's gut, you know, in having harmony with each other's gut, you know, if there is some kind of bonding to that. I'm just curious, and I'm not saying I have proof of it, but I suspect it. It's just my own thoughts, you know. I don't have scientific evidence to back it up. I'm not claiming I do. And I have had things happen where I had prophecies that came true and stuff, and it's complicated. If you were willing to study evidence for a number of hours, you know, I could show you that you know, I've proven telepathic link with my soulmate, which has nothing to do with having a pooping fetish. It is a side note that we happen to have a pooping fetish. But we are twin flame soulmates. And if one of us had a pooping fetish, if we're soulmates, yeah, I would certainly hope that the other does. You know? And I'm excited to talk to you, like, in a calm manner, you know, and dispel the lies. And to ask you to please maybe consider taking down this ridiculous information that makes me look like some kind of predator, you know. Oh, and I live in the United States, by the way. So in the United States, we believe in freedom of speech, buddy, okay? It's a big deal in my country. Like, and so, you know, if you're gonna try to take that right from me by acting like the Gestapo, you know, then, you know, maybe that's what you believe in, you know, that kind of government. I don't, you know, that's why I choose to live here, and you can stay where you're at, you know. You know, and I don't have a problem. I'm not going to go fight your country. I don't want to fight your country. If you want to live over there under dictatorship kind of thinking, hive mind kind of thinking, you go right ahead. But don't interfere in my country with the freedoms I have over here by trying to get me into some kind of trouble, you know? What do you have to say about the whole soulmate thing and how I answered your question? Like, what's the next topic? Go ahead, shoot, let's hear it. You have nothing to say? Pardon me for being a little pissed about being dragged out onto my road in front of my neighbors. Not cool, buddy. Oh, well, did you come in through the Doxbin door? Did you find me by seeing me on Doxbin, you know, and assume that I was some predator who was worthy of being brought to some kind of justice? Oh, okay, I got you. I understand. Cool. I'm gonna keep this stream going for a long time. So, like, yeah, if you're gonna get somewhere that we can talk maybe about getting this taken down or something. VR Stevie, did you want to ask a question? Does anybody want to ask a question? Oh, and please do not disturb. Like, please obey my my requests when it comes to when I stream to say goodnight to my soulmate, because we have routines and stuff that we like to do, and I don't want anyone interfering with that. Like, I want to give her this amazing life because I realize that I have everything that she wants. Like like, and she has everything that I've ever wanted in a woman, like to take care of her, to have that honor, and to have someone that I could be a lot more involved and intimate with than some working woman that I like I said, I make enough money for both of us to live on. And yes, I'm interested in getting benefits for Sydney. I'm not going to give out too much personal information, but yeah, she's going to qualify for some different things, like that'll help us. I'm really just happy and thankful that we've been able to kind of blow out of the water any myths that might be out there about me. And I really appreciate, all you people showing up. Away from a really good joint that I'm gonna get when because I'm going out to buy some good weed. Like out at the reservation, they have dispensaries. Anyone over 21, yeah, I think the age is 21, can buy weed there legally. Just me. I want to clear something up with you. What I was talking about and like how I kind of went on a tangent about Germany, like whoever did that, apparently they said they were in Germany. Yeah, and then I thought it was an Indian scammer. Like I said that at one point. But yeah, I did get kind of out of line there a little bit. Didn't mean to. Don't mean to do anything wrong. But apparently I had my sister in my home at knife point. Yeah, they called the police, like a SWAT team, on me. It was really crazy. By the way, like Sydney's story of how she got the fetish, like I don't claim to be telepathic to like where like where I like know everything that she's like. Yeah, it's not like that at all. It's very limited, but very specific and. Just me. By the way, yeah, be safe. Like I said, I'll keep it going for quite a while here so that you can chat some more if you like. I suppose this is probably too distracting for me to messing with this thing. Where's my exit? I'm always afraid that I've gone past it. Like, that's been a lot worse. Like. Since I started smoking. Okay, there's a sign up here. Angola service area, 10 miles. So I didn't miss it because, yeah, I remember that sign just before you get to my exit, even though the service plaza is past the exit. So, yeah, what do we got here? Silver Creek Irving. 1 mile. That's my exit. Then I have to find this dispensary I haven't been to yet. It's called the dispensary in hydroponics, I think it's called. Yeah, my buddy said they have the best weed, so I got some money, lots of money. Gonna treat myself to something top shelf. I've been struggling with money for a long time. Yeah. It just feels good to have a little bit of spending cash to get something good. Yeah, whoever made that Doxbin was German. In fact, I think the name they gave me, which I think meant autistic groomer, in German or something, or maybe German for anonymous guy. But yeah, I've just been kind of thinking about Hive Mind Europe. The UK, I actually like. England, they got Britain first and all that, like being your own country. And like I said about being, having freedoms and having the right to not agree with everyone else, I think Britain is pretty good in kind of resisting that everyone hive mind. Pretty soon I gotta pull over here and consult my map. Fly fishermen starting to fill the banks. Not yet. The steelhead run is coming up. Steelhead trout, they come up the river like salmon. I'm going to take a look at that question. I'm going to pull over here and take a look. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Brittany. Yeah, I actually probably can't do it with my phone. This stream is coming off of my phone, actually, and those other ones, they were coming off of, I hope you're not the one who was doing that. But, the possibility exists that, someone is posing as Sydney. Oh, good. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you, Brittany. Thanks for that peace of mind. That's good. That's real good. There are people who want to see me make videos, and I have to remove that temptation for them to mess with me, to manipulate me into making videos. It's not going to happen. I will sniff you out, anyone who tries to do that, I'll figure it out real fast. And what I am saying is the one, Brittany, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The ones showering emojis. I'm pretty sure that because Sydney did that before on her TV, and she's behaving exactly like Sydney. She shows up at the exact same time, in the evening over there, when she goes to bed. And then she started going crazy again when it was time for her to go to bed. I'm like, are you trying to signal me that you are ready to go to bed? And then there were all these smiley faces, that were added to it. And I was just kind of sitting there in awe. And I'm like, that is Sydney, ladies and gentlemen. She is not home, so she can't log in to my YouTube channel. But Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Because, like, yeah, my heart bubbles over. Like, I went crazy. I went crazy. I started, talking all of these things that I love about Sydney, and like she was just hitting that, like holding it down. I really felt something, there, and I really believe, that she was there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, Brittany, is in a little bit here, I'm actually going to on the way home put the live stream from the laptop instead of the phone so that she can do it with the hearts, because like the time is approaching when she can readily get away to get on YouTube and tune in. Yes, she does. She definitely does. And I'm really, really, really been praying to God for a solution to our separation, for this, all the separation to end, and for us to finally come together in person and be together forevermore from there. Yes, and I think that's going to be the way to go. But the thing is, like, what if I, like, because the thing is, I don't want to like take her away from her family, but I really, really think she has her heart set on coming here. She's not ready to come here right now at this moment, but she is preparing. I believe, to come home with me, and I want to get her ready, and I want to fund everything she needs to get ready to come to America and marry me. And I really believe very strongly, because she's made it pretty clear to me that's what she wants. And excuse me, I'm going to go away for just a bit here, but I have to find the place that I'm looking for, that dispensary. I will be back just a bit here. Almost had it. We'll be
couldn't tell what was in there before and what to put in there to take care.
Wow. Oh man. Ooh, yeah. I'm driving back home now. I was in New York State. Well, is where I'm at now. Reservation land to go buy weed. It's Cattaraugus Creek. Like, if you want to follow me on a map, you know, kind of like where I'm at. Because I'm obsessed with geography, actually. And, like, the Cattaraugus Creek, it's Seneca Nation territory. And weed is legal there. And New York is, like, I mean, it's not legal to drive with it, but... This is a fat joint. I'm gonna be really fried real soon here. Ooh, yeah. This isn't even the expensive shit that I bought. called Alien OG. It's some of the strongest stuff on earth. $180 for an ounce. I bought an ounce. Yeah, I just need to be done with this joint for now. My whole car is smoked up and it's really obvious. Smoke is so thick. Yeah, I'm hotboxing right now. Hopefully this is out now. I'm trying to, yeah, I think it's in the process of going out. Because I need to be done with that for now. Oh, the grapes. The grapes. They are like in full bloom right now. I don't understand, Ava. Yeah, I don't really understand what you're saying there. I'm not a dad. Not yet. Sydney really wants children, and I feel very, I've always kind of felt on the fence about it and everything. I did get a vasectomy, but it can be reversed. I'd have to pay for it out of pocket, but it's not really as bad as you might think. And I think that whatever desires that she has, like, I am here to fulfill her dreams, and like, so much joy is brought by giving her joy, that whatever it is, like, we are in harmony, and so I want to. Oh, I'm talking about my girlfriend. I ramble a lot about my girlfriend, Sydney, who is in England. I'm in the United States. Yeah, I'm JJ from Erie. Yeah, I'm this guy with a soulmate in England who does not have a phone, and the only way that she can see me is if I live stream on here. From on her TV, she can see. Okay, you got it? All right. But yeah, we are interesting people, and a lot of people have, I guess we're interesting people because all these people subscribed and stuff, and then like there's been a lot of questions, and yeah, she's 26 years old, autistic, and her mother treats her like a child, and she is an adult in love with me, and it is her right to marry me because I can take care of her and we want to be together. Yeah, I know. And being able to still talk to her, and by such a unique means, like people I work with and stuff, they're fascinated, with like what's going on. Yeah. And I even flew to England to try to see her, and it ended up not working out because her mother sent her away to her nana's, and but here's the thing I realized later. I'll look at your comment there in just a minute. But yeah, what I realized later is that if Sydney and I would have gone on dates together on that trip, I would have been so stressed out because of finances. Like, it would have been a disaster. And she would have gotten me all stressed out, like me, all stressed out, and then that would be like really bad. Like now, since I've been in her country now once, I know what to do to make everything like a lot better than it was this past time. There will be a lot more peace of mind. There will be knowing how much money I'm going to spend, like how much this is actually going to cost. If we're going to actually have a nice vacation together in a nice hotel and enjoy our time and not be stressed out. Okay, so I'm going to look at the comments now. Okay, yeah, thanks for stopping by. Like this, it is a story that has inspired a lot of people, and it's affected my workplace so much, hard for me to hide my life, when I have to broadcast myself like this. And people became interested in our story, so rather than ignoring, comments and questions, I, decided to kind of do live streams to be kind of Q&A, just gas too. Shit. Just got enough to get to Ripley. It's a whitewater kayak. Wait, who's that? I don't know what that is supposed to mean. Like, I'm really confused by a lot of these comments. Do I want to come home with you? Like, I have a home. Like, I don't understand what this comment was supposed to mean. that last comment on there. I don't know if you meant like trying to walk me through it because I'm driving and I'm really baked. It's a little. Yeah, it just kind of made me smile, that comment. I'm driving back to the gas station that's by my home. I get a big discount, like, because I have a card membership thing. So, yep. I pay like $32 a month and I get unlimited car washes and gas discounted to usually about 30 cents off what the regular price is. So I really like that membership. And then it just comes like out of my bank account, so I use it like a debit card at the pump. And you want unlimited car washes here because the winters here are brutal, and the salt, you want to wash it off your car because it'll really rust you out.